Burp.
Here's some positive announcements for you. Number one, thank you everyone who, in the past couple of days since I made that video on my vlogging channel regarding the state of my business and how terrible my business did in January, despite the fact that viewership was up, engagement was up, and everyone loved my redemption run of Dark Souls that I toughed through a fucking illness to make for you, and my Resident Evil 7 playthrough performed very well on YouTube and on stream, and everyone's been participating here on Twitch with, you know, cheers and subs and everything. YouTube still told me I did absolutely terrible in the month of January. Well, people really rallied, okay? Rallied to support me. And as of this morning, let me just put it this way.
Pretty much the best month I've ever had on Patreon.
And I very much appreciate that. And I understand that that's not going to happen every month, okay?
If it did, that would be fucking amazing.
If Patreon actually support was this high every month, but I don't expect that, okay? I'm happy that, you know, people were very, you know, active and excited to come out and support me at a time when, sadly, you know, things are not going so good. Mostly because of the fact that, you know, YouTube screwed me over for whatever reason in the month of January. I don't know why, okay? I got a question for everyone. This is completely impromptu. I was not planning on doing this. I'd like everyone to do me a favor. Head over to dspcgaming, okay? And, you know, whatever device you're watching, bring up a video, any video that I've uploaded in the past week or so, and let me know, are there ads on these videos? Because I just brought up a video and there was no advertisement, and that is bullshit because there's no reason for that. There should be advertisements on all of my videos. And if there are no ads on my videos, that means something happened and no one told me. No one even contacted me. Alright, I just clicked on Yakuza 0, and there was an advertisement. But I clicked on Resident Evil 7 in PSVR, and there was no advertisement. Alright, I just clicked on another video, and there was an advertisement. Okay. Alright, well that's not... Okay, I'm not too worried about it then. I think what it is... This is typically what happens early in the year, okay? Okay, YouTube has an issue where they run out of ads. They do. YouTube actually runs out of ads, okay? And what happens is, not every video and every play gets an ad. I got nervous there because someone in the stream chat just said, Phil, were you aware that your videos aren't getting advertisements? And I clicked on 2 different videos, and one had it and one didn't.
It scared the shit out of me.
So it's basically selective ad. Someone, Vendatis in the stream chat just said it. It's selective advertisement. Meaning not every video will always get an advertisement. Alright, so I'm not...
I literally almost shat myself here live on pre-stream.
So, it's okay. Crisis averted.
I almost had a heart attack, but okay.
And quite honestly, there's some other stuff going on behind the scenes. I've mentioned some of it already, but also other stuff I haven't mentioned. I'll definitely have more information about that kind of stuff. There may actually be coming up this year, in a few months here, a week or two where I may not be able to be around. Let's put it that way. I can't really talk too much more about it. But if it is the case, what I'll have to do is maybe queue up a ton of gameplay ahead of time, like play a ridiculous amount of gameplay for like a week or two, so that I have videos to put out for another week or two when I'm not going to be around. I really don't want to get into it, because the bottom line is, when I get to super personal stuff, sadly people twist it into stuff that it's not. And I'm sure now there'll be all kinds of speculation, but the bottom line is, something may be coming up this year where I may not be able to be around for a couple weeks. So anyway, more on that as we get closer to it. A couple people actually contacted me, alright, and said, Phil, you know, we're very interested in maybe doing a montage of this kind for you. We're big fans, and, you know, we really liked your Dark Souls redemption run, and I'd like to put something together for you. In fact, it was 3 people who contacted me to say this to me.
And I was like, well, that's interesting.
And, you know, I talked to these people, and, you know, come to find out these people are not, you know, they're big fans. They're not looking for anything financial, but what they'd like to maybe do is get their name out there, because they all have their own YouTube channels, and they'd like to maybe get some more exposure for their own YouTube channels, okay? And they all basically offered to make their own take on kind of a Dark Souls montage. So I said, hey, you know, no pressure. If you don't do it, don't worry. But if you want to work on it and make one and submit it to me, and I'll take a look, and as long as it looks good, obviously I don't want it to look like terrible, but if it's a good-looking montage, I would be willing to, you know, post it up. And basically, it would be a new program for KO Gaming, which I'm going to call KO Community Creations. This is a brand new thing that I'm starting. And the way it's going to work is people can take my gameplay from my playthroughs and make fun montages, alright? And if they're okay with the fact that it's going to be on my channel, submit the video to me, and I will post it up and actually edit it a little bit to have an intro to explain, oh, this is a montage from so-and-so, go check out their YouTube channel, you know, and then it'll get some exposure, right, on KO Gaming. Here's the deal, here's how it's gonna work is, you know, if people watch a playthrough of mine, they really enjoy it, and they want to do a fan-made montage. Now, keep in mind, there are gonna be criteria, you know.
People have to legally give me permission to use this video, so I have to have it in writing, so that way there's no leg to stand on if this asshole all of a sudden you know, oh, I was a hidden detractor, and I was trying to get Phil, and I lied the whole time, and I'm gonna do a false copyright strike. Well, tough titties.
Because as long as I have it in writing, you don't have a leg to stand on. And by the way, YouTube won't care, because YouTube has all protections against this stuff now. All those false copyright days are pretty much behind us, which is a good thing. So anyway, yeah. And also, of course, there's going to be quality. I understand there may be people who want to submit montages, but, oh, it's my first attempt ever, and it comes out terrible. You know, I'm not going to just put anything up on KO Gaming. There's going to be some quality criteria as well to what I'm going to be considering showcasing. I mean, keep in mind that KO Gaming, it's not a huge channel, but it is a channel with over 20,000 subs, and on average, the videos that I put up there get around 5,000 to 10,000 views each. So you got to understand that this is a video that maybe would have gotten like a couple hundred views, is now going to get thousands and thousands, so I have to have some kind of a quality control, okay? So I think this is going to be very successful. It's going to be something that people are going to like. And, you know, if people have the time and want to do this kind of stuff, it's a creative outlet for them to get their, get some views. You know what I mean? On their videos that otherwise they wouldn't get.
But it's a win-win for me.
Because they're using my content to make an entertaining montage. And, you know, obviously,
if I post it up on my channel, I make a little bit of money out of it.
That works too. And it also works because now there will be constant content for KO Gaming. It's going to be reviews. It's going to be, you know, montages. It's going to be first impressions videos. Like this comparison video I'm going to do for Resident Evil 7 in VR. It's going to be a lot of stuff. Okay?